And welcome everyone to our virtual co-working write-ins and editing events. I am Coral Sands, the Municipal Liaison of the Illinois Elsewhere region on NaNoWriMo.org. Now, November is the start of a 50,000 word challenge, where writers around the world attempt to write 50,000 words in only 30 days. There are many ways to achieve success, but I really love write-in events. But before I get to that, I want to give you a heads up on upcoming streaming calendar. Now for March, we are, today we're going to be working on ideas, brain dumping, and more. March 17th, we will be going over characters and world building. And on the 31st, we'll be doing plotting and outlines. So all of that is prep for Camp NaNo. Camp NaNo starts in April. Excuse me. And that will be doing weekly co-working streams, so do not miss that. So keep an eye on the schedule of events on NaNoWriMo.org so you do not miss it. Now, instead of Bunny Camp, we will be featuring an adoption corner. This week, we're featuring Gable, named after the novel Anne of Green Gables. And if you're in the Chicagoland area, Fur Angels Animal Sanctuary has many rabbits, just like Gable here, looking for families to take on these special bonds. So please go to furangelsas.com to submit an application today. Now, with all the housekeeping out of the way, let's talk about what we're going to do today. As I mentioned earlier, I love write-in events. For me, I post prompts followed by short bursts of break time so that we can get in a lot of writing. Think of this as a 1-hour marathon of writing. Same with editing. And this will go live on Twitch and YouTube. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But please feel free to watch the VOD afterwards so you can pause if you need more time to work on any of these prompts. Now, this month, we will be prepping for Camp NaNo, which goes live in April. For Camp, it is a choose-your-own-adventure where some people edit and some people write. You get to choose your end goal, so you don't have to shoot for 50,000 words if that's too much for you. Think of it as a great warm-up to NaNoWriMo that occurs in November. So to prepare, we're going to be prepping as if we're going to be writing using our NaNo Prep workbook. I'm so sorry. I have been drinking coffee, I swear. I don't know. All right. To start us off, we're going to do a 5-minute sprint. And for prompt 1, that is make a list of places, things, places and things that excite, inspire, or intrigue you. It can be everything from unicorns to true. So include everything that you can think of that you absolutely love. All right, 5 minutes on the clock, and let's do this. Hmm. Like the page isn't updating. Oh, there it goes. Okay. No. 1 more minute, everyone. Alright, that noise means it is time for our break. And our break is the adorable Gable here. Now, for those of you that have not been to any recent string, this is Gable. He is a 2-year-old mini Rex. He has the softest fur, I swear, ever. It is almost like a velvet cloud that you're petting. Absolutely. The cutest bunny, and he has such a great personality. He will literally let you pet him for hours if you let him. So, just loves being loved, does not like being picked up, as most prey animals don't. And he is most likely going to tear up a box if you put a box in with him. Loves his stacking cups and his pink teddy bear. He's such a sweetheart. All right. He is available for adoption in the Chicagoland area for Angels Animal Sanctuary, and his foster's location is in Aurora. So if you are interested in putting in an application, you can do so at furangelsas.com. All right, so for our next prompt, I want you to highlight at least 9 things on the list that you might want to add to your novel, and now we're going to play the what if game. Take your ideas and increase the intrigue by building some what ifs around it. For example, what if you meet Mr. Right on their honeymoon? What if DNA advances allowed scientists to bring a village of Neanderthals to life? And what if the world really had unicorns? These are important questions, people. And we need to ask them, and we do that by playing our what if game. All right, and this can be a little harder, so 10 minutes are going to be on the clock, and I want you to pick the things that you have mentioned before and try to do a what if. I have some ideas. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Play the what if game. What if Dave, can you scroll up? Not sure why it's showing that section of the... Welcome if you're just joining us. I am doing prep for Camp NaNo, and I am not sure exactly what I'm working on. And so we are going through the process to try to figure out what we're going to be working on. Right now we are doing the what if game. Hmm. Hmm. Motive. Hmm. Alright, that noise means it is time for a break. And that means the adorable Gable. But you just want to pet him. He's so soft. And he's so sweet. Don't forget to click save. And I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm so tired today. I really don't. And there's no need for it. So I will continue to apologize. I'm so sorry. We are in the midst of getting ready for Camp Nano. If you're just joining us, we're in our break time, and this is the wonderful Gable. He is available for adoption through For Angels Animal Sanctuary. It's located in the Chicagoland area, and we are about to start prompt 3. Which I think is going to be a bit of a challenge. We concentrate a lot on what are things that we like and what are things that inspire us. And we just got done doing that exercise. And then it's going to come down to, what about the things you hate? And this is important because sometimes when you start writing, you don't realize it, but sometimes you write what you hate and you don't realize that that's what you're doing. And so if you have a detailed list of the things that you don't like or that bore you, then it becomes a little bit easier to keep yourself on track. So for our next exercise, I want you to write down the things you don't like or bore you in stories. They can be as specific or as broad as you would like. For example, I personally cannot stand the abused Omega stories. They are literally the worst. So these are things that we're going to stay away from when we do get to writing. And this is just going to be a fun little exercise. And we're going to have 10 minutes to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. What are some other things I don't like? Hello, for those that are just joining us. We are in the middle of doing our camp NaNo prep, and we're in the middle of a sprint. We have about 1:30 left, and we are writing down things that we hate in novels. These are just personal preferences and stuff like that, but they're things that we just find boring and not interesting. What are some other things I don't like? Alright, that thing means it is time for our break. And that means we are going to stare at pictures of the fabulous Gable. Gable is our handsomest boy. He is a mini Rex, and he's 2 years old, and he is a Fur Angels Animal Sanctuary foster. They are a foster-based program, and so that way you really get an idea of the type of personalities that you are going to find with the animals, and so they're really, really great. If you're interested in adopting an animal, please consider adoption. With Easter coming up, unfortunately, some people put a pause on adoptions for Easter time because of the fact that there's just so many dumped animals, and especially rabbits, and Easter tends to be a really busy time of the year for rabbit rescues. And so we put a pause on adoptions during that time because we want to make sure that the people that are applying because they want a new family member and not just for a holiday. Okay, so now comes the fun part. we are going to brain dump as many ideas as we can, no matter how silly, dumb, or boring. Just put it on the page. You're going to get as many. If you have plot ideas, put that down. If you have character ideas, put that down. Just get as many ideas down onto the page. And we're going to sort through them later. But this will help you kind of get an idea of you have a spark of an idea, it'll help you broaden that, and you can let that idea kind of grow and blossom. And yeah, 10 minutes. Let's do this. Okay. All right, it is time for our break. This is one of our last break. All right. So, for those of you that are just joining us, we are in the middle of getting good morning. We are in the middle of doing our Camp Nano prep session. We are, and hello to the new people that are joining us. Thank you, the Terrible Novelist, who says, hey, have a great writing sesh today. Appreciate that. And good morning. Yeah, now it's the time to grab some water real quick before we go into this next prompt, which is going to be a difficult one, especially since we're kind of building on to the ideas. We just kind of have random ideas that we're spitballing throughout this whole prep session. And now we're going to try to narrow in to our what our story could be about. So it's time to create a tentative log line. The basis of the log line is description of characters, wants a goal, but faces a conflict or an antagonist that causes something disastrous to happen. A perfect log line should include the main character, setup, main conflict, and main antagonist. These elements should be presented clearly and concisely, serving as a teaser for your story. This isn't easy, so feel free to keep coming back to this as you develop your story ideas. So we are going to continue to do our log line probably at the end of every session that we do this, so that we can continue to improve this log line as we get closer to doing our writing. All right, so I know my main character. No, that's too much. How about All right, that ding means time is up. We just completed our 1 hour of prepping marathon. Fantastic work, everyone. During our next event, we will be digging more into characters. Don't worry if you feel like you haven't quite got there. We're going to be doing some character work as well as, I think, a little bit of world building as well. And remember, even if you don't make your goals, we're attempting to put in an effort to write a little bit every day, and that is amazing. Above all, do not get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. Brand new things will always be shinier, the grass will always be greener on the other side, and new novel ideas will always seem better than the novel you just wrote. And that's the way of life. It's your job to keep working on it, even if you feel like it's hard or you should just light the draft on fire and throw it off a cliff. So you can contact me via NaNoWriMo by adding me as a buddy and then messaging me at nanowrimo.org/participants/coral-sands. If you want to keep in touch, you can join our Facebook group, NaNoWriters IL, and we're on Tribal Social called NaNoWriters. Before I go, I must thank our amazing producer, David McGinnis. I couldn't do any of this without him. Thank you to tabletopaudio.com for their amazing music. Please stop by their website. They have a link to their Patreon if you want to support them. And thank you to nanowrimo.org for hosting NaNoWriMo. Links to all of our social media are found in the description, so don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you like this content. So I will see you next time on the 17th. Bye.